Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Nicholas Earl, and welcome back to another episode of Earl Sports Bets. And today we've got a 8-game NHL slate. Originally it was 9. We did lose one game. We lost the 6 o'clock game between the Buffalo Sabres and the New York Islanders due to COVID tracings with when Buffalo played New Jersey. But that's no big deal. We still have 8 games to go over. Before we get into the video, before we get into the recap, hit the thumbs up button on this video. It doesn't take that long. Just take a second, go click, and click that thumbs up button. And then right next, or right below it actually, I believe, is the subscribe button. If you can click that as well and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with the video here at Earl Sports Bets, that'll be much appreciated here. Also, 3 more things. You can follow us on Twitter now at BetsEarl. And both these will be in the description below. And you can also follow us on Instagram at Earl Sports Bets. And one more thing, leave a comment in the section. Leave a comment in the comment section below of who your favorite NHL play is for tonight. All right, quick little recap of yesterday. And yesterday was a weird day for NHL. It's looking back at it, I probably should have gone 1-4, or potentially I could have gotten a win from Pittsburgh. But looking at it, Pittsburgh, they started up 1-0, then gave up 3 goals to end the game, or 3 unanswered goals to finish off the game. They lost for us. We also lost with Vancouver plus 144. I wasn't expecting to win this game. I just think over the long haul, if you bet Vancouver, you would be profitable rather than losing money at that plus 144 line. We did get wins from Boston, and wow, we did not deserve that win the way that game started. They were down 3-1, and they came back, tied it, took the lead, and won that game 5-3. Tampa Bay regulation was probably the easiest bet of the night. They took care of business. They were up 4-0, I think, to start the game. And then Calgary, another one where they made me nervous. They were down 2-0, and then they scored a goal 2-1 and tied it 2-2. And then I believe it was, then it went 3-3 to overtime. And then they went to shootout, and Calgary won in a shootout. So we went 3-2 yesterday. We are 48-50 on the season so far. So not the way we want to start, though. But we are taking a little bit more plus lines now. So that line may be a little bit, that number may be a little off. But let's get into today's video for the NHL. We have 8 games to go over. So let's get it started here. With an interesting one to go over, we have the Dallas Stars taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets. They're both at a minus 105 now. Both are minus 105, over under of 5 goals. Sorry, I got distracted there for a second. And looking at this game, I think the better team in this game is Dallas. But I'm probably not going to go that direction. Dallas does have the second best offense, second best defense, third best power play in the NHL. Granted, they've only played, I believe, 6 games, so they've played a little bit less games. But I kind of like the Columbus side in this game a little bit more. And my model does too. My model gives Columbus around a 54% chance to win. This line gives them around a 50.8 something or whatever. So I like Columbus minus 105 in this game, and here's the reason why. First of all, this is Dallas's 4th straight road game, so it's a tough spot for them. Also, Columbus is having a new player join them tonight. Patrick Laine is going to be playing today. He's going to be on the Texier and Atkinson line. So we'll see if they can get some goals from this from that line a little bit more with Patrick Laine in there. I think that's going to be a huge positive for them. We're just going to have to see how it plays out, though. I like Columbus, though, in this game, minus 105. I just think this situation is a good spot for them. We're going to get Antoine Khudobin versus Elvis Merkulins. So, should be an interesting game for that one. Give me Columbus at minus 105 versus the Dallas Stars. Next, we have the Vancouver Canucks taking on the Montreal Canadiens. Minus 167 for the Canadiens. plus 151 for the Canucks, over under of 6 goals. And this, I think, is a bounce back spot. We took Vancouver yesterday. We're taking Vancouver again today. Plus 150 is where we're looking at getting a nice plus tag on the Canucks tonight. I think this is a good bounce back spot for them after getting destroyed 6-2 last night and not really even playing a competitive game. I think this is a nice bounce back spot. So give me Vancouver plus 151. They have been struggling, and Montreal is a really good team, so I'd probably lean the over as well. Montreal leads the league in goals per game at 4.33. So they have a really good offense this year. But I just feel like this line should be a little bit closer. I know Vancouver may not be the best team, but I think this is a good spot for them. Also, Jake Allen is starting for Montreal, the backup goalie, versus Thatcher Demko, which Thatcher Demko has been playing pretty well lately this season. So I like Vancouver. Plus 151 is a great price, I think. So give me Vancouver tonight against the Montreal Canadiens. Next, we have the St. Louis Blues hosting the Arizona Coyotes. Minus 152 for the Blues, 137 for Arizona. Over-under of 5.5 goals. And this is one where also we're getting Darcy Comfer versus Jordan Binnington. And this is one where it's probably going to be a pass for me. I think this game is lined well. I mean, Arizona is not the greatest offensive team, 24th in the league in goals per game. Really good defensively, top 10. Arizona's 10th in goals allowed per game, but St. Louis is 9th in goals for per game. So this overall is a pass for me. I'm not looking to lay the minus 152 on the Blues, but I'm not really looking to bet the Coyotes in this game on the road against St. Louis. So pass for me for that game. Next, we had the Calgary Flames. My favorite play last night that cashed, and they're minus 114 now. If we run back, a plus 103 for the Winnipeg Jets. Over under of 6 goals. We get the backup goalies tonight. We get Rittich versus Brosseau. I think this could be a good spot for an over. Both these teams are going to put up goals, I think. Calgary has a decent offense. They're 17th in the league with 2.88 goals for per game. Winnipeg has a really good offense. They're 5th in the league, 3.56 goals per game. Calgary has a much better defense than people think, though. They're 7th in the league, only allowing 2.5 goals per game, and their their power plays are okay. And I'm gonna go right back to Calgary again tonight. I think that Calgary is a better team than people think they are, and I'm higher on Calgary than most people. I think that they probably rank up there. I think in the Canadian division, Northern division, whatever you want to call them, it's probably Toronto who's on the top, and I think Calgary could be number 2. I really like this team, and I think that they're definitely going to make the playoffs, and I think they're going to win tonight. Minus 114, I think is a very reasonable price for this Flames team. I'm going to be taking them to beat Winnipeg 2 nights. I think they're my top value play as well. Next, we have the Carolina Hurricanes taking on the Chicago Blackhawks. Minus 152 for the for the Hurricanes, plus 137 for the Blackhawks. Over under of 5.5 goals. And these two teams have been playing really good defense lately. Chicago has definitely improved their defense, and they've been hitting unders on games. And Carolina, they're top in the league, only allowing 1.67 goals per game. James Reimer's been playing really good, and he's going to have to continue to do that. We don't know when Mrazek is coming back. It's going to be Reimer versus Lincoln. And for this game, I'm definitely looking at the Hurricane side. I think they're definitely the right side. I have no faith in this Blackhawks team, but I'm not looking to bet them at that minus 152. We're going to go over here and bet them at the minus 110 to win in regulation. I think that's just a much better price, and that's saying that in regulation they have around a 52% chance to win, which I definitely think that's well reasonable. My model gives them a 63.55% chance to win this game. So I like Carolina minus 110 in regulation versus the Chicago Blackhawks. I'm not really as much of a fan on that puck line, even though you can get a much better price for that. I may do a one unit where you split and you go half on the money line, half on the Hurricanes and create a -1 line. So I'm going to go with the Hurricanes, though, in regulation at -110. Next, we have the Colorado Avalanche hosting the Minnesota Wild, -152 for the Avalanche, +137 for the Wild. And one thing to look out for this game, Nathan MacKinnon is questionable. We do not know if he's playing tonight, so this game probably is going to be a pass for me. If they announce McKinnon's out, I may lean towards the Wild and bet the Wild tonight, but you'll probably lose all the value on the Wild. So if you think McKinnon's going to be out, +137 is probably the best price you're going to see. It was at -140 earlier, so this line is getting some Wild money. Overall, this game is going to be a pass for me. I'm not looking to bet this game just from the uncertainty of Nathan MacKinnon. If I would lean anywhere, the over 5.5 is maybe somewhere I'll lean. But overall, this game is a pass for me. Now we have the two 10 o'clock games, and wow, what a game this was a couple nights ago between the Edmonton Oilers and the Ottawa Senators. We hit our over 6.5 in the first period, which I've never seen before. But, and you know what we're doing? We're going right back to these two. Matt Murray has looked awful in net. Mikko Koskinen is not good either. These offenses are 31st and 29th in the NHL for goals allowed per game. Ottawa's averaging almost 5 goals a game and 3.73 goals allowed per game for Edmonton. These are two terrible defensive teams, and I think it's going to be the same type of game that we saw a couple nights ago. Give me the over 6.5. I don't care that it's the -123 at this point. I love the over in the Ottawa Senators and the Edmonton Oilers game tonight. And the final game on the slate here, we have the Anaheim Ducks taking on the LA Kings, -115 for the Kings, +104 for the Ducks, over under 5.5 goals. And this is a game where we're getting John Gibson versus Jonathan Quick, and I kind of like the Kings in this game, mainly because, well, Anaheim's not putting up any goals. It's the Ducks really are John Gibson, and that's about it. This team would be a last place team in the West Division if it wasn't for John Gibson. This is just a bad team. They're 31st in goals scored per game, averaging 1.6, which I don't know how you average that low. This is definitely a Kings play for me. -115 price. I don't mind that at all. I like Jonathan Quick and net. I think this is definitely going to be an under game, but I think that Anaheim's just not going to be able to produce any offense. And give me the Kings -115 versus the Anaheim Ducks. All right, let's quickly recap our plays for tonight, and then we're going to head out for this video. We have the Blue Jackets at -105 versus the Dallas Stars. We have the Canucks at +151 versus the Montreal Canadiens. We have the Flames at -114 versus the Winnipeg Jets. We have the over 6.5 between the Senators and the Oilers. And we have the Kings -115 versus the Ducks. And on the three-way line, we have the Carolina Hurricanes at -110 versus the Chicago Blackhawks. If this information was helpful to you guys at all, feel free to hit that thumbs up button down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with a video here at Earl Sports Bets. We have a wide range of sports, as you can tell right here, between the NFL, college basketball, college football, UFC, esports, NBA, WNBA, NHL, MLB, and NASCAR. We're going to have tons and tons of content for this channel, so be sure you're subscribed so you know when we come out with a video so you don't miss any of our content on this channel. But that is going to just about do it for this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. And let's cash some tickets in the NHL tonight. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.